Ohio gozaimasu. I'm Chris.
I'm Witchley.
I'm Miki.
And welcome to
We
Simpin.
Dai Sanju Niwa.
That is episode 32.
Yeah.
I like how he's flashing me fingers when I say that, but I still go, Sanju 30, me. That's 2. 32.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I do it too. I don't even type it in translator or anything. I'm just like, I know how the number structure works. I've got this.
And I don't, so I just say 3-2 with my hands.
It gets confusing watching it flash it like over and over.
3.
Okay, but are you doing the
2.
appropriate 3 or are you gonna get shot in the bar?
Well, I'm not doing the German one. If that's what
Yeah.
you're referencing.
Yeah.
He's
That's
gonna
also
get
how it's
shot.
done in sign language.
Oh.
Didn't know that. Learned something new. Perfect. Well,
Yeah.
Today's topic of this episode is couples in anime. Because we're very close to Valentine's. I mean, it is the love month. So we're kind of being on theme. You know, last week we talked about love through a prism. Why not keep the love train going and doing best couples in anime? But we'll get to that later. Let's get to our weekly update.
Let's get started with the personal weekly updates.
You got
Who
any?
wants to go first?
You got any, Witchley?
Yes, I do. I got an early Valentine's gift from Crazed. It's a new Mau Mau figure. And she is beautiful. Now I have like 12, I think, Mau
God,
Maus.
you have so many now. I can't keep track anymore. It's that's it.
I have
you know?
an ungodly number, and it's only going to keep growing. And I'm so happy.
I like how the fact that you included from Crazed for a moment, I was like, from somebody else?
I wanted to put people on edge.
From her secret lover.
I have a secret lover you never knew.
Is it Sebastian Michaelis?
Oh god, she knew!
Don't worry, she's getting that for Valentine's. She's getting that figure from Valentine's. Don't worry about it.
He's spoiling me with figures and movies.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go see Wuthering Heights this upcoming week. I guess we why don't we talk about our Valentine's plans? Because it's gonna be close to this. I mean, we're gonna go see Wuthering Heights, which is a movie adaptation for
the classic novel by Emily Bronte.
We're also thinking about doing a double feature on Saturday.
Yeah, so on Valentine's Day we're gonna do a double feature.
And we're gonna go watch Scarlet, which is the new anime film that I've been dying to see, which is from the creator of Belle and The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. So I'm really excited for it.
What's with you and like anime girls named Scarlet? You're like,
I'm just
may I ask for one final thing? Scarlet. Holy Grail of Eris? Scarlet. This whole movie? Scarlet.
Scarlet.
But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Anything that this guy does now, or this entire team does now, that's ever since Belle for me, I'm just like, yeah, I'm down. And this is about like it's like a Shakespeare story that they're doing that's like takes place in the afterlife. I'm like so interested in
like
this.
a gender bent Hamlet.
It's like a gender bent Hamlet is what I've been told. So
But in the afterlife.
But in the afterlife. It's very interesting.
Very
so
cool.
We're planning on maybe doing a double feature where we'll watch Scarlet, then head straight, have a little bit of a break, and then go watch Wuthering Heights to end off.
Which I've been so excited for ever since we've seen the trailer.
Yeah, it's Margot Robbie, who, if people who don't know, that's Harley Quinn, from
her.
And Barbie, yes, and then Jacob Elordi, who's now just kind of been getting more and more popular now as he just did Frankenstein, because he was Frankenstein's monster, and now he's gonna be the romance for Margot Robbie.
It's gonna be Heathcliff.
It's gonna be Heathcliff.
So excited.
Yeah, and then I got you some more figures coming. Actually, one just came today. Your big one.
Oh shit,
That was like a $300 figure. I can't wait for you to see.
dude!
Open
What?
it right now on the podcast.
She knows what it
Live
is.
reaction. God damn
That's a
it!
lot of money.
It's kind of hard to keep things secret with her because
I've been excited for this figure for about a year now.
it's taken a
And
year.
I forgot
I pre-ordered
that it was so expensive.
It's an iconic scene, so it makes
It's
sense.
based off of an original drawing.
Okay. Do you want since you're already teasing it so much?
Yeah, just tell me what's the figure?
It's a Sailor Moon figure, Sailor Moon with tuxedo mask. It's based off of artworks that the mangaka made, I think, was it the 20th anniversary of Sailor Moon?
What at this point, aren't we like at the 40th anniversary?
Yeah,
I don't know.
She made this artwork I think a while ago, and then they designed this figure off of that, and oh my god, it's so pretty. And I'm not a big fan of Tuxedo Mask because I think he's just a shitty person.
I hate Tuxedo Mask so much.
That you do.
But I love this figure so much. It gives me all the warm, fluffy feelings inside.
It is a cool figure.
Did you send her a picture?
I did send her a picture. She's already seen the Apothecary, and she's already seen the Sailor Moon figure. So
oh, nice.
So
she can. In Discord?
No, I just sent it to her on her phone.
Send it to me.
Okay.
It's
fine,
so
sorry.
pretty.
Isn't it pretty? Oh,
it's so pretty.
Little girl me would be squeeing so hard right now.
It does look really cool. I like the posing and stuff, and
I love when the pose is like mid-action. A dynamic pose is the best pose.
Yeah.
And and you said it's an iconic illustrated shot that she made that's just being adapted into a figure form. So I think that's kind of cool. You know, I like when they do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would like way more anime figures that are based off of scenes in the anime. You know?
Oh, hell yeah.
Like a fucking snapshot.
Like your Heaven's Official Blessing one. Oh my god.
I never got it, but yes.
Yes, I've tried to get you that one, but
you should send it to me. She would love it.
That is skyrocketed in price. And I'm like, I don't know if I can afford a $600 figure and justify buying it.
It would have only been $300 if we could have gotten it.
It sold out immediately. It was insane.
I wanted it so bad.
To the point it had to cancel my pre-order, which is insane. I was like, you didn't have enough for this thing? I know.
That's crazy.
Gotta find the
oh shit! All right, well that's Witcherly's weekly update.
I was gonna ask you, Migi, what is your guys' plans for Valentine's?
For Valentine's, we don't have any plans. We'll probably just spend the day together, do stuff, snuggle, make out, that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Saucy.
All right, well, I guess let's finish the Weebly update with some news from the anime world. Why don't you start us off, Crazed?
Yes, big one just happened at the time of this recording, but the great anime consolidation continues as Sony acquires yet another giant anime package kind of thing.
What?
Well, so what happened is that they now own A1 Pictures, Cloverworks, and now Egg Firm.
What?
Sony has been kind of footholding their anime pockets, you know, as you know, putting in. Well, I don't know. So you know, because Sony's part of Japan. Obviously, they know anime is popular in that area, so they're deepening their relationship with the animated production companies, such as Egg Firm, which is now wholly owned subsidiary to Aniplex now. Now, if you don't know what Egg Firm is, that is the same studio that does Mishoko Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. So, and now they also own A1 Pictures, which is, if you guys don't know what that is,
it's a sauce.
Yes, but also
it is a sauce.
But also Sword Art Online and Solo Leveling is just to name a couple right now. And then obviously Cloverworks, as we'll probably be talking this episode because you guys already have 2 of the Cloverworks on your list.
Oh, snap.
But that is those are some big ones as well. So yeah, it's just and Sony has been doing this for over the years. I mean, they just put a bunch of majority stake into Katakawa, which basically is almost all of anime.
Yeah.
And obviously,
all the pies.
yeah, and obviously, as you know, they own Crunchyroll. They own Funimation, which is absorbed into Crunchyroll. I mean, they own so much of the anime space now, and this is just more to add to the pie.
So it's kind of becoming a monopoly then.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's basically Sony kind of doing all of anime now at this point, which is
that's crazy.
Except Mappa. That's Mappa, crazy. You know, last episode we talked about them kind of doing their own thing and maybe partnering with Netflix. You know, that's not an acquisition or anything, it's just like a partnership, which is kind of nice to see.
Yeah, which is different.
But different, not a consolidation buyout whatsoever. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have anything you want to say about this? I mean, it's just more. It's kind of just like a monopoly, like Miki was saying.
I'm good.
I mean, it doesn't really affect us. There's no effect here. I mean, I'm just letting everyone know that Sony is just buying up the anime space.
Sony's doing Sony things.
They're Sony's ponies.
Sony.
Sony ponies.
Did you understand my rent-a-girlfriend reference?
Yeah, Sony's gonna Sony. All right, on to you, Witchley.
Oh shit. Crunchyroll Anime Awards 2026 sets May 23rd for 10th anniversary.
Yeah, this is a big moment in the anime space. You know, that I'm so glad we still get, like, we have an award ceremony for anime. Yeah, as you've previously heard in our podcast, that we were not really kind about the anime awards last year for certain reasons of nominations that won, and I don't know. I'm excited that we still have it after 10 years. You know, it's still something that happens and that we're still getting that, and interested to see what's going to win this year, because they spaced it out this year for May going forward, because they wanted to give more breathing room towards, for the winter lineup, because the winter lineup always gets snubbed when it goes into the new year, for any new year. So it kind of gets overlooked a lot. So they're kind of giving more breathing room for the winter lineup, so they can actually, nominate those people. So, and they started that last year. So do you have anything you want to say about it, or just?
I think it's cool that it's been going on for 10 years. That's nice.
Yeah.
Keep it up, at least it's some appreciation.
Yeah, it is.
Even if Sony's funding it.
Excellent. Everybody needs a wallet to dip into. Anyway, do you have any other news to end the Weebly update, Miki?
Yes. Apparently, Crunchyroll has updated their membership pricing for the first time since 2019.
Holy crap.
Do you know if they're going up or down with that, Crazed? I'm assuming up.
Probably up.
Yeah, it's not going down. Nothing would ever go down, guys. Is going
that would be
straight
so much
up.
Hyper news.
How much? That would have been the big thing, but no, it's going up. This is the first, like you said, first time since 2019. So starting actually February 2nd at the time of this recording, the following price changes will be reflected for existing monthly paid subscription tiers in the US on the next billing date after March 4th, 2026 going forward. So fan tier went from $7.99 to $9.99 a month. Mega fan tier will increase from $11.99 to $13.99, and ultimate fan tier will increase from $15.99 to $17.99. So
it's like a $2 raise.
Yeah, it's basically $2 more. So nothing I haven't already experienced from other subscription services over the past years, but just wanted to let you guys know that Crunchyroll is going to be more expensive. But I'm not really mad about that because of how much anime we watch, so it's not really what's $2 more, right? So we have the ultimate tier because we share. I think it gives us 6 accounts.
I think it's 5.
5, so Migi can be a part of it. And then obviously there's other perks such as store discount, which is nice because I buy a lot of stuff.
Free shipping.
Free shipping, 15% discount, free shipping, and then I think they just added the manga app finally, so you can just read
Yeah, I
manga.
downloaded it when they launched it, and I have not checked it out yet. I'm being completely honest.
I've used it a couple times, but like I'm a little disappointed by the manga app just because they don't have full libraries.
Like full series.
Full series, yeah. So it's kind of like it's like sections. So it's like, oh, you get to read chapter 1 through 170 of My Hero Academia when there's almost 400 chapters total. So it's like you're only reading
like
half.
A sampling.
It shouldn't be a sample because I'm paying for it. I don't know.
Well, you're still getting a butt ton of manga. But...
I mean, yeah, it's a butt ton of manga, but it's not like I don't get.
It would be nice if you could have full series.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of feel gypped. You know, it's like, really, you don't let me. I can't finish my Dress Up Darling on this app. I can't. No, it stops at 80 when it's 140. You know, so I'm like.
That's crazy.
Whatever.
Like halfway through.
It's like you only get to read half the story, or up to where the anime is, and I'm like, that's just disappointing. Come on, guys.
That is. What the hell?
Get your shit together. So I don't know. I'm just bitching about. I like it that our whole news was about Crunchyroll and Sony, and you know, let's just go to the next episode. Can we just do that? Can we just do that, guys?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we collectively just, you know, three of us, you know, three choices for all three of us, you know, choose the best couples in anime that we find, you know, that are pretty great, and you support them and you ship them, you know. Let's throw it to Miki.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start off with an oldie but a goodie, and that is Howl's Moving Castle, Sophie and Howl.
Woo!
And I gotta say, one of the things I love so much about Howl's Moving Castle is that it's a little bit of the reverse, you know, like trope of the unattractive guy that the girl falls in love with. Instead, the guy, Howl, is like super, super pretty, and Sophie is like cursed to be this, you know, old lady, and he still falls in love with her anyway. You know?
Yeah. I love
And it's
that.
so good. And he's like broken and she like helps him, but it's not a entirely a I can fix him kind of situation. She just happens to help him, you know. She gets his shit together and then they become one of the cutest little families in their moving castle.
They do. I love that so much.
Yeah. It's just a very, very sweet movie full of magic and also romance. But mostly magic.
I often think of their relationship as a faded romance.
A faded romance?
I mean, yeah, they meet under circumstances, you know, faded.
I love how they meet, like, he actually rescues her at the beginning.
Yeah, faded.
Yes. I thought you were saying faded, not fated.
Fated, yes, I said fated romance.
With a T.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, with a T, not a D.
Well, yeah, she's very nurturing and courageous, and Howl's vain and cowardly, has a cowardly tendency sometimes, you know. It's like a mutual growth relationship.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, and
I think that they complete each other, round each other out.
Yeah, and their love transcends time.
Yeah,
which is beautiful. So that's just my thought on it.
It does.
For what?
I was just thinking because she does that time travel thing in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, and doesn't he?
Spoiler, sorry.
Okay, well, we're gonna spoil their relationship. I'm gonna be spoiling their relationship, including all the ones I'm talking about, because I'm like, obviously they get together. A lot of these romances, they start off not together. Obviously.
Yeah, but I'm still saying spoilers about the time travel thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I like that bit, you know, because he spends his life searching for her after meeting her in the past.
Yeah, to help him, like, free him from his curse.
Yeah, and eventually allowing her to accept him as both a man and a monster, you know?
And this movie probably has my favorite soundtrack. It's so pretty.
It's the only Ghibli vinyl we have, I think.
Yeah,
so
I thought we had Spirited Away, but apparently we don't.
Oh. Sorry.
But I am happy that we have Howl's Moving Castle, because that is my favorite, like, Ghibli movie ever.
It's a good soundtrack.
And I'm so glad Miggy picked it for her, one of her choices
Agreed.
today.
Well, back to you.
But
Actually, not
didn't you have anything?
Did you have anything else you want to say about it?
Not particularly. I think we covered it. It's very sweet. It's a sweet little romance. It's a good movie. Watch it. Even with the spoiler,
Alright.
watch it.
All right. Well, not back to you, but how about you, Wishley?
How about
Over to you.
me? Alright, well, I'm gonna start off with, because my list on the sheets is not in order of what I want to do it as. I'm going to start off with Horimiya.
Well, I thought you were gonna leave that last.
No,
Okay.
you know what I'm leaving for last. But
Your
Kyoko...
relationship with Sebastian Michaelis? That laugh.
I like it.
Your wife is
Anyway.
cute.
She is.
Thank
I know.
you guys. You guys are the best. Kyoko Hori, a popular girl who is also very responsible and often takes care of her younger brother. And Izumi Miyamura, the quiet loner boy at school who is secretly a bad boy with tattoos and piercings with a heart of gold. Need I say more about them? This relationship gives us two people who accept each other as they are, with healthy communication and heartfelt moments. I didn't want to get into spoilers, but since Chris says he was going to get into spoilers, I'll let him take over.
Well, I mean, I don't really have any spoilers other than they get together. Obviously, that's a big spoiler. It's so like there's not really a spoiler to this show other than like I really love. This is such a modern classic now. I mean, we've watched it multiple times at this point. It's so good. It's such a short run too. It's like 13 episodes. You can watch the season 2 if you want, but it's more like kind of filler. But season 1's perfect for what a typical high school life is like.
Maybe not even completely typical. Yeah.
It's just realistic depictions of a typical high school life, you know, and I really appreciate that. And it's sometimes it proves that it doesn't need melodrama in anything in the show, you know, like it's a little mundane. It's a slice of life romance drama, and it's just the little things about high school which I really like, and it shows two people come together really quickly, by the way, too, which I really appreciate. But that's like time passing too in these episodes. But they get together within like the first 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, but you can tell it's been like months that they've been hanging out at this point.
And like you said, Hori and Miyamura, I love their relationship. It's wholesome. It's two wholesome teenagers together and accepting the stereotypes that they are labeled all the time. You know, like you have Miyamura, who is this loner boy who has like long hair and doesn't talk, and he's shy and he's kind of a little bit of an introvert. But you have Hori, who is so outgoing and outspoken and says what's on her mind all the time and calls him dummy.
She
and
really brings him out of his shell.
And it's so perfect. And like you get to see.
You ever notice how that's the common dynamic? If in a relationship there's an introvert and an extrovert, the girl is the extrovert.
You know, I don't think I have noticed that.
Well, one of Miki's picks obviously highlights that.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I really like it. And it's a classic. It's a modern classic romance with the two of them, and it's beautiful. It brings out the best in them, and you get to see, and it doesn't also just cover them. It does cover the rest of their gang of students, you know, their friends, and them kind of getting together with, you know, maybe another person in the school, and it's really nice, you know. It's a really nice slice of life, and I'm glad you picked this one. But yeah, Hori and Miyamura are the best couple, and it's highlighted throughout the whole show, obviously. And you get this, and I always love, and like we've talked about it previously, but I really love seeing what's it like to be in a relationship after they're already together, because a lot of times, like we've talked about, you know, we don't get to see what that is until it's like a will.
Relationship is the goal most of the time, and then it ends.
Yeah, and it's a will they, won't they until it happens, and then it's like, well, what's their relationship like going forward? And I love seeing the dynamic between Hori and Miyamura throughout the entire show, of them just getting to know each other closer and getting romantic with each other at times, and
she
being
forcing
goofy.
him to watch all these scary movies.
I know, and it's just like the little things, you know, like even if it's like I said, it's very mundane, but they just hang out in her living room pretty much, I would say 70% of the time, which is kind of just, and him just hanging out with her family, and it's so funny.
It's so fun, especially when her dad gets in the picture. It's amazing, so hilarious.
So, Horimiya is such a classic, which is also by Cloverworks. Great pick. So,
thank you.
All right, well, on to me. Unless Migi, you had anything to say because you haven't watched it.
I watched it. It sounds cute. Anybody who says, like, crazed how you said, we're like, this is typical high school life, that means that's what your high school was like.
Yeah, not us homeschool people.
So when I say the typical, like, I think I talk about like the Japanese tip. It feels very realistic to a Japanese high school setting, and I love that. I love seeing the culture in Japanese schools and what's that like. So, and it just feels very realistic in this take. So
he secretly went to a Japanese school.
So my first pick, not in any particular order, I'm just throwing it out there. We didn't talk about it in our, I guess we should have talked about it in our personal update, but we are still watching Inuyasha. We just wrapped up the OG run of Inuyasha and is going into the final act, which is the last season. They took like a couple years off after the OG run, and they kind of wrapped it all up. So we're kind of on the last stretch of Inuyasha right now. So made me think about couples and such as we're talking about this, and obviously Kagome and Inuyasha are the power couple in that show, but I am gonna direct it towards Moroku and Sango.
Yeah,
which I have come to love so much. Moroku starts off as a womanizer.
Oh, big time.
A womanizer monk who likes to rub people's butts and say, "Will you bear my children?"
You're like a lot.
Yeah. Which annoys Sango to no end, you know? And the two develop a strong bond over their travels, of course, and eventually fall in love. Moroku and Sango also, I'm getting into spoilers. They marry, obviously, and they have several children.
Yep.
Obviously with Moroku.
So I love their relationship. It is so nice to see it build over time on their journey. Obviously you have Inuyasha and Kagome kind of having this, you know, butting heads, and I like seeing Moroku and Sango have this butting heads. It's like, yeah, it's like frenemies at first, but then like I grew to love their relationship more and more over as we've watched like all the filler and stuff in the movies, and it was so great to see him start caring towards, you know, an individual other than himself. You know, he's not a selfish person. Obviously he has this vendetta out towards Naraku and everything, which apparently I think we've always been saying that word, his name wrong. Is that
not?
You've been saying it the very American way.
American.
Yeah, it's Naraku.
Yeah.
Naraku.
But
in the English they're saying Naraku, so I'm like, whatever.
I know, it sounds
I'm
awful.
just so
his name is so sexy in Japanese.
But you know, he has this vengeance because of his father dying from Naraku, and this curse, you know, that is upon him, you know, with the wind tunnel that he has to scream out every time he uses it, which is weird.
Yeah, lucky for the viewer, I suppose, his sucky hand is too dangerous for him to be using it on himself, like he totally would.
You know what he does in his off time. But yeah, they're a great couple. I've been appreciating their relationship.
You really loved seeing Sango rub his ass in the last episode that we watched.
I kinda did.
Finally. And then
it's like now it's reciprocated.
Yes.
What do you guys have anything you want to throw out on this couple?
Sango is cool, and I like Kirara.
Yeah. I've been obsessed with them as a couple ever since I was a little girl. Watching the original series. But yeah, no, I'm glad you chose them because in all of Inuyasha, they are my favorite pairing.
Yeah, over time I've just grown to love them the most, you know, and then I have some annoying characters I don't like, but Sango and Moroku are the top ones for me.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people would say Inuyasha and Kagome or Kikyo and Inuyasha, but you know, it's Sango and Moroku.
Don't vote
me,
for Kikyo.
So.
That's evil. Fuck that shit.
I like Kikyo, but she also makes stupid fucking decisions that I hate so much.
Gross.
Agreed.
I hate her decisions. I was like,
Yeah,
what the fuck are you even doing here?
Mildly evil sometimes.
Yeah, the stupidest thing she ever did was give Nanaku the sacred jewel.
Yeah, like
Not the
2/3 of it.
Yeah.
Which is how he's like, we're in this position where he's like, you gave him the fucking orb. What the fuck is your problem?
Over halfway done. She gave it to him.
Jackie Chan, what the fuck hands meme.
So yeah, that is all I have to say about that, and you guys as well. So back to Migi.
Yes, back to me, Migi. Okay. Next one that I'm going to bring up for us all to talk about is my Dress Up Darling. One of the cutest little shows of a guy who is very artistic and paints these very fancy dolls, but of course is like self-conscious about it a little bit because that's not typically, you know, okay for boys to like dolls or anything like that. And then he meets Marin and she does cosplay and he helps her do her cosplay stuff and they are so cute together and it is very much the introvert boy, extrovert girl, like stereotypical relationship, you know?
Heck yeah. You're right, yep. That seems to be the common thing there.
Yeah. Not that they're like really together, but they are.
Absolutely.
Did you have anything you want to say? Which one?
I think they are an adorable pairing, just like Mimi said. They work so well together. I love how she was like the first person who didn't like shame him for loving the thing he loves. In fact, she like encouraged it. She was like, "Wow, you're so amazing," and I think that really helped him like heal a bit, which is very important.
Well, you guys have pretty much said everything I was going to say. But you know, I really liked the angle of the show. Obviously, you know, with experiencing and understanding the passion of cosplaying and cosplayers, of course, and you know, you see it focuses. You know, the anime focuses, you know, on Marin Kitagawa's love for cosplaying and how doing it professionally with Gojo's help, and it changes her perspective and also changes his perspective on things too, where he's like, oh, I didn't know we could do that. And he's like learning at the same time, and it's very fascinating to get a little deep dive into that mind space of what a cosplayer does and how a cosplayer cosplays, you know, and you get to see those angles. And then like you guys were saying with the relationship, I really liked the polar opposites, you know. I know it's a standard trope, but you know, Marin and Gojo, they experience warmth and kindness in their acceptance for one another. I think that's great. You know, you have Marin, who's this popular girl who could have dated anyone, but with Gojo's simplicity and care, made her fall for him. Which surprised herself, you know. She's like, "Oh shit, I'm in love with this dude," you know. And it just in this blossoming of this first love together, and you know, obviously I'm the only one that's read all of the manga, so I love where the story goes, and obviously this would, you know, you're gonna get together, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna say it up front. Yay. I'm not gonna say how, I'm not gonna say why, but obviously they would not end this on a tragedy. They're together at the end, and it's so good. Back to Witchley.
Alright, the next anime I'm gonna talk about is Sugar Apple Fairy Tale.
That's so cute of a name.
It's so
she hasn't seen it? This is
also,
not surprising to me.
I know. I haven't seen so many things. Guys, I'm a fake anime fan.
Now this show will absolutely make you want something sweet because it is all about sugar.
Oh, I probably shouldn't watch it. Got it.
I love it. I would recommend it honestly, but like have like a sweet snack or something. But we have Anne Halford, a kind-hearted, determined 15-year-old candy crafter, aiming to honor her mother's legacy. And we also have Chalet Ben Chalet, a sarcastic, skilled, and sharp-tongued warrior fairy. He is gorgeous, by the way. But now this is gonna get a little heavy here, so bear with me. Anne acquires Chalet through the slave trade because she's going on this journey to become a silver sugar crafter, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, but anyway, fairies, they're seen as products to be owned and like slaves and all this kind of stuff. They work for you and they don't have rights and it's just wrong.
But they take their wing.
Yeah, they take one
damn.
of their wings so they can't fly. It is so sad. But she
God
acquires
damn!
Chalet.
How do I punch
Yeah.
the people in this anime?
Yeah, right? Yeah, just, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But Anne wants to figure that out too. But she begrudgingly has to rely on purchasing a warrior fairy to keep her protected on this hard journey, which she is totally against. She is promising that once they reach like her destination, she's going to free him, but she just needs his protection to get there. And yeah, like he is sort of a broken fairy at this point. He's all like, "Why would you promise to free me? You bought me, but like this is just how the world is." It's so sad. But like, she's this sweet person who wants fairies to have equality with humans. So like, it's like I love how they put this out there. How like it's crazy that she has to rely on something like this in order to try to further like her own goals. So I love how they point it all out and how fucked up the world is. As cute as this anime is, there's some hard fucked up shit in there, but their relationship is what I find very sweet. I think she frees him earlier than intended, like near the ending stretch of her journey.
Yes. Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. That we've been talking about that spoilers this whole time. He starts off as her reluctant bodyguard, and then he becomes a protective partner for her over time. In a messy world that doesn't shy away from injustice. And together they work to fight against it, and will even sacrifice their freedom for each other. And I think that is beautiful.
That is beautiful. It's on my watch list now.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from everything that you said, I love their relationship as it builds over time with the story and them kind of. I mean, yeah, he's just he's just walled up, because he can't trust not even a single human after being enslaved. So it's just it's a breath of fresh air to him, and a little bit hesitant though, when he sees someone who is against this and is offering him freedom. It's like, oh,
it's probably just a torture tactic.
Yeah, he thinks it's going to be another ploy, or it's because humans are greedy and they're deceiving, and it's just nice to see.
Very true.
Yep, and it's just nice to see their relationship get closer and closer as like.
And then the biggest spoilers ever at the very end, she uses her candy magic to make him an extra wing so that he could fly away with her.
She already figured it out, so she doesn't need to watch it now. Yeah.
I'm gonna start a business making mechanical extra wings so that the fairies can all get their wings back.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's Sugar Apple Fairy Tale.
I love it so much. It's beautiful.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Back to me.
Back to you.
I'm gonna choose From Me to You, which is
I love that one.
Kimi no Dotoki.
Kimi ni Todoke.
Yeah, Kimi ni Todoke.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
means From Me to You.
Wait, did I watch this? Sounds
We've
might
told
have.
you a lot about it in
Yeah.
case you didn't watch it, but
So this anime is mainly about Sawako, who a lot of people call her Sadako because she kind of looks like Sadako
fun.
from
I
The
haven't
Ring.
watched it.
I bet you would like it.
Oh yeah. Sorry for interrupting you right there, but I just had to, I
It's okay.
recognize that one. Pointing Spider-Man meme. Yes. Okay, continue. I will silence.
Okay, well, this anime is mainly about Sawako, who is also referred to as Sadako a lot because she looks like Sadako, which is the Ringu. But she struggles to make friends because of her non-existent social skills and awkward looks. However, the simplistic plot is made intriguing by the incredibly heartwarming dynamic between Sawako and Kazahaya. Sorry. Their gentle descent into the world of friendship first. It's friendship and then trust and eventually romance. Kind of blooms.
It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn. I really, it's a typical trope, where the unpopular girl trope, gets the most popular guy in school. But
sort of the opposite of most of the things on our list.
Yeah, so it was. It was definitely it was definitely a trope, but I really like this high school romance. Their relationship, specifically the romance, sets the bar very high. They have very, I would say, very personal problems. As opposed that we see all the time. That's a little bit flamboyant, maybe occasionally at some points in other anime, but it just feels very real. I'm trying to think of my words here because I ran out of things. It's a slow burn anime.
Yes.
It's a slow burn romance, but getting to the payout, the payoff is well worth it because you go through her struggles, her getting to know him and a bunch of other friends in her classroom, and it's so nice, just to see friendship bloom and their relationship bloom. Obviously they get together. Spoiler alert, of course, talking about that. But and what their relationship is like. They don't just stop at they're together and that's it. That's the end. They get together finally at some point, and they get to.
You see ups and downs.
You see ups and downs between both of them. Whether that's miscommunication sometimes, but
which is totally natural.
Which is natural, and it feels very natural here because it can be misconstrued, from both of them. You have this one girl who doesn't have a lot of confidence in herself, but she's so innocent and charming, and she's sweet and loving.
She doesn't realize that she might have offended somebody sometimes.
Yeah, she doesn't understand that, and that's where the miscommunication can lie, and it feels very real, and their relationship feels very real and natural, and it builds up. It's not just like, oh, they're together and they're in love and happily ever after. It's like a building romance as they are even together, and it's wonderful.
It is.
Which you want to talk about some more? Do you have anything else I didn't cover?
I do really love this them, especially as a couple. I like how it even delves into like her friends' relationships too, because you don't realize like it's in a horror media kind of way. Like they delve into that kind of stuff, and it's nice seeing everybody at their own paces. But like it's so true. Everybody has their own pace in relationship, and that's why I really like Sawako. And what was his name again?
Kazahaya.
I really like their relationship together because even though he's like the extrovert popular boy, he has his own issues too. And
yeah.
Like being in a relationship, he really has to face his own issues now. And you see how he struggles with that. And I do appreciate that because nobody's perfect. Everybody has their own issues.
Yeah, they're both flawed people that are together, and they can be stronger together
as long accept as they know how to communicate.
Exactly, and they get there eventually. So
yeah.
Not to the degree of love is
advice. And in order to be stronger together, you first have to be weak together.
Yes.
Agreed. And that's what I love about this show.
I also want to say my favorite quote.
Mm-hmm.
This is my herb corner. Totally random, out of context. There you go.
You'll know if you watch. But yeah, that's my pick from me to you. All over on Netflix. If you're interested, go watch that. It's a really good 3 seasons of their
It seems
relationship
like
together.
it's also on Crunchyroll.
The first 2 might, but the 3rd season is a Netflix produced, so that's why I'm saying please go watch the Netflix version.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's right.
So you can watch all of it.
They actually did the 3rd season, 10 years?
Yeah,
after?
so they took 10 years off, and Netflix came back to do a 3rd season, which was awesome. And it's actually, that's what I'm talking about. They actually explore their entire relationship in that season, and it's great.
Yeah.
And I love that it came back for that. And it's one of my favorite shoujo animes I've ever watched. We binged that whole thing.
Yeah,
we did not stop watching that. That was so good.
I think we even stayed up
do
late
love a good binge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a good binge, and you'll get some emotions. You'll definitely get the emotions. So check it out over there. Back to you, Migi.
As a cat owner, whenever I want to hiss at something, comedically, I say hisses because I don't want to actually hiss and scare my cats.
Oh yeah, I understand that. I thought you were just doing the funny, like we see in anime a lot now, where they just say the word, like whisper, whisper, or
whisper, 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 whisper.
Stare.
Yeah. Alright, well, for my final one, I'm gonna bring up Villainous Level 99. Because that anime is cute. It's a isekai villainous anime. And it is just, it's so good, specifically because of the relationship between the main character and Patoriku-san. He's so sweet, he's very understanding and compassionate, and also he's handsome, so yeah.
Yeah.
And there's magic and shit. It's a good anime.
It is. I really love that one. I want to say I love how he tries to understand her.
Yeah, she's very hard to understand. She's pretty antisocial.
Yeah, exactly.
She's the lady of few words.
Indeed, she totally is. And she has the dark hair, so everybody thinks she's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't.
No, he doesn't find her creepy at all. I like the acceptance from Patrick. I like that, and I really like I like that he's not like I have to save this damsel in distress kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I have to save you. No, she does not need saving whatsoever. She's got this in the bag.
She's level 99.
So
she's the boss.
So I kind of I dig that where it's like he's not like some person that's gonna like sweep her off her feet and solve all her problems, and he's underpowered, but he respects her as such, for what she's capable of doing, and again, yeah, understanding her. I like that. I don't have much more to say than this because this was thrown to us last minute and I didn't have anything prepared. So
oh shit, that's right.
Well,
yeah.
I know you like Yumiella.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We had a previous episode where we were like, I think we were picking people that we simped over or something like that, and she was one of yours.
She was.
Yeah.
Yep, so that's Villainous Level 99. That one's on Crunchyroll.
That was an excellent choice.
All right, Witchley, back to you. I know you saved the best for last.
My absolute favorite.
Yes.
7th time loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. So yeah, Arnold and Riche. I love the slow burn romances, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic enemies to lovers. It starts with the whole mistrust thing, especially on her side, because Arnold Hine has killed Riche in all of her previous lives in one form or another, even if it wasn't him directly stabbing her with a sword, as we see in the first 2 minutes of the show. But Rish is smart, and she's entering her 7th life, and she is determined to live longer than 5 years this time. When Arnold Hine enters, as her engagement is broken, he is a morally grey prince who obviously has killed her in her past lives, but he proposes to her. Weird. This has never happened in any of the previous lives. He was never even there in the kingdom when she gets exiled by the prince who she was originally engaged to. In all of her previous lives, never there. Weird, right? Weird. We need a whole episode on just Seventh Time Loop so I can talk about all my theories.
I love Seventh Time Loop.
This is so good. But she reluctantly accepts his proposal, hoping that this will be the key to actually living a long life this time. At first, she sort of keeps him at arm's length, but they slowly break down each other's barriers, which is really nice. She's like, "You're not allowed to touch me." Well, spoiler alert, at the very end, she's like, "It's okay if you touch me."
I don't dislike it or anything.
She really wants him to put that ring on her finger. She's falling in love, people. And who knows, maybe he is too. The anime doesn't go into much detail. That's why you need to read the books. Because you get a lot more of their relationship. They are so freaking cute together. I love it. I love it so much. I won't go into spoilers on the books. We need this a whole episode so I can just vomit all of my knowledge onto you guys.
Nice.
What do you think of Seven Time Loop?
I have a little poster of it because I love it so much. It was the first anime that Witchley recommended to me.
It was.
And I love it. I love a good, strong female character, and she's so smart. You know, she's not like strong female character like she has really strong magic and we don't even need to explain anything else and then we're gonna pretend that she's not actually strong as we said she was, you know. None of that stuff. They're just, you know, she's fucking becoming a master of like just a million different things. She's doing it the hard way / the realistic way. She's just so fucking competent, you know?
Yeah.
And awesome.
Yeah, that's why she's like my favorite female protagonist ever, aside from Mamo.
I think that's what I really like about her. She is very fearless and independent. I mean, if you think about it, she's basically like 40 plus years old if you kind of do the math. But I mean, she learns everything on her own, you know, from business to trading to medicine, and even knows how to fight. You know, she's a fighter, and I think that's what catches, you know, Arnold's attention, and he's like, oh, who is this person that knows some stuff that shouldn't have, and I think that's what intrigues him, you know, and I think that's really. It of course starts from there.
Plus, she jumped out of a second-story window while he was there.
That's true, and that's what catches his eye.
That's not a typical lady thing to do.
It's very compelling there, at least from what I've seen from what the show, of course, but Arnold's blossoming relationship with her. You know, instead of instilling fear or authority, I think he supports her through her endeavors and to become a businesswoman that you see throughout the anime, at least, and his genuine respect for her talents and superior knowledge, I think, is a really good trait for a shoujo male protagonist to do.
He's clearly a very broken man, and she intrigued him enough that he let her in, and that was his undoing.
Yeah, it totally was.
Seven Time Loop. Over on Crunchyroll. Shut down. I guess I'm on my last one then.
Yeah.
Which is Gurren Lagann, Simone and Nia.
Good choice.
They are the couple in Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Simon first meets Nia while caught up in depression over, spoiler alert, Kamina's death. because he dies.
That shocked
Yeah.
me so bad.
I know.
I know, it was shocking.
And Nia helps Simon move past that. You know, Simon in turn helps Nia learn about what the world and all its beauty, and the relationship becomes one of them repeatedly helping the other learn new things, not lean, sorry, learn things about themselves and others. I love their relationship. The relationship works incredibly well because it's of its stellar execution in the show, and thanks to the time skip halfway through the show, in the second half, Simon and Nia's relationship works even better because the audience can see the growth from an innocent thing between kids into a more mature romance between adults. Their story ends on an infamously bittersweet note. I don't know if I want to get into that many spoilers, but even that doesn't stop it from being one of the best romances in my opinion. I didn't want to go into spoilers. I mean, I could go into all of Gurren Lagann because it's my number one anime of all time.
Gurren Lagann spoiler cast one day.
Maybe one day. I really love Gurren Lagann.
And then I'll just
how I got into anime.
Keep going like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yep. It's one of my favorite animes of all time. It's how I got into anime and how I've explored the space of anime, and I really jived with their relationship. I don't know, does anyone want to chime in on their relationship?
I don't remember it.
I don't remember it very well.
Okay.
It's been almost a decade since you've shown me that anime. And
Stuck more with me, got it. It just sticks with me, you know. I really like what that whole show just done, and their relationship is really good.
I really liked how they were using galaxies to like hurl at each other at the end.
That's fucking badass, by the way.
That
also
is.
killing billions of people maybe in the process. I don't know.
Probably, but who cares? It looks epic.
Oh yeah, I could talk about the epicness of what Gurren Lagann does, and has like pretty much gone forward with Studio Trigger. I mean, Studio Trigger did Kill la Kill. I mean, you can just see that.
Yeah.
I mean, watching that, I was like, okay, they learned a lot from Gurren Lagann and even made it better.
Yeah.
Going forward.
I'm so
with
glad you like Kill la Kill. It took me almost 10 years to get you to watch that.
It did take me some time, but I'm so glad we watched it. But
That's why
Gurren
we have our
Lagann,
kitty named Mako after Mako
Mhm.
in Kill la Kill.
It's so iconic. I have a cat.
we have dogs. I can't name them.
They're
Mako.
not anime named.
We can change that.
No. They are Otis and Lucy.
Yeah, wait.
Otis-san.
What's the name of the dog in Mako's family?
I don't remember it's a pug.
Exactly.
It is a
that's
pug.
what
It
I'm
is a
like,
pug. I don't
keep that in
remember.
mind for whenever you get another pug at some point.
I'll just call it Otto-san and Lucy-chan.
There you go.
There you go. But yeah, if you guys don't have anything to say about it, if you guys forgot, that's fine. We get to all watch it again next time. It's fine. That's it. Gurren Lagann. I don't even know. I think you can watch it on Netflix right now.
Is it not on Crunchyroll?
If it is, it's only the sub, maybe, but it might only be on Netflix.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Because I couldn't find it on Crunchyroll. I think it's on Netflix. So
Nice.
Maybe you just needed to dig deeper.
maybe I didn't do my due diligence. Sorry.
You didn't
I-
pierce the heavens.
No, I'm making
didn't pierce
digging jokes because of Gurren Lagann.
I didn't pierce the heavens like Witchley said. Well, that was our couples list. Let us know down in the comments below if you guys had any couples that we didn't mention. Obviously, there's a billion.
There's so many.
And
that
you can
worthy of a mention.
exactly, and you can. There were so many I wanted to choose that I didn't get to talk about.
Me too.
So, throw them down in the comments below, or yeah, it's just throw them down in the comments below for us.
Or email us a seemingly very angry email about all the couples you're extremely passionate about that we cower in fear, and then by the end we're like, oh, that was quite lovely.
What's that email called?
Baka.
Baka@gmail.com. How do you spell that?
No, our email, I will give it to them later. They have to stay.
You mean right now?
No.
We're
it's
literally
not my
closing.
turn.
Oh
It
wait,
is
no,
your
it's my
turn.
turn. Yeah, shut
Oh.
up. No. They gotta remember that they can find us on YouTube and Spotify and even cool merch on Redbubble. Now it's Wishfully's turn.
If you got any questions, comments, concerns, or thoughts for us, please reach us at WeBeSimpinPodcast, all lowercase, at gmail.com.
And that's a podcast.
So as we always say,
Jamaica.